Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Happy Hour broadcast. We got a lot of game day bingo ahead of us, but first we got the first chance at not game day bingo, but at Lucky 4 bingo to get into, and we got the mega jackpot rolling around in 4 balls to get. We got players already 2 balls away. Let's see if we can do it. We do have to be perfect, but we're not going to get the mega jackpot. We do have a chance at that major though. Let's take a look. $2,254. Not going to be getting this one either. We are moving on to the mini jackpot. We got a pretty good run up at this one. Let's take a look. We got a couple players 1 ball away. Not going to do it though. Moving on to the must go. But that's okay. We got a whole lot of jackpots ahead of us for game day bingo. So definitely get enrolled for these upcoming games. But, of course, you guys know we are live right now on Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app, too. Our channel name on both of those places is MegaSota. So be sure to check us out on all of those streaming platforms. And I'm one of your co-hosts, John, and this is the other co-host,
Will.
That's right, and we are, of course, streaming to a lot of Pilot TVs, and we actually sent out some new Pilot TVs to some new locations. But before we get into them, we got Jesse over at Rumors Bar and Grill taking away the must-go. We got 4, 6, 62, and 75 for those 4 lucky numbers. But, of course, I'll let you go over those new Pilot TV locations.
Oh, yeah, and we got a brand new list right in front of us. We just sent out those Pilot TVs on over to Sasquatch Saloon, Stockman's Tavern, Tri-Lakes Roadhouse, as well as Forever Burmis. So congratulations to all those locations, getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. Wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on all these games of Game Day Bingo we have ahead of us, including that last game of Lucky 4 Bingo.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Definitely going to be a lot of fun. But, of course, we have some of those jackpots to take a look at from yesterday. They increased our jackpot total to 24 for the rolling week and 394 jackpots for Season 12. Starting off those jackpots from yesterday, it was Looney over at Woodtick Inn, winning over $4,609. Nice job to you, Looney. But then the second jackpot went out to Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill, taking away $1,988. So nice job to Brizo and Looney, both taking away some pretty nice prizes yesterday. But we only got about 2.5 minutes left to get into this next game of Game Day Bingo, so be sure to get enrolled. We got $140 on that minor and 56 balls or less to win. We got that major at over $1,980 and 49 balls or less to win. And we do have that mega jackpot at over $50,000 and 50 balls or less to win. Looking pretty good, so be sure to get enrolled. Only about 2 minutes left to do so. But maybe in the meantime, you can take a little quick E-Tab break with one of our most newest E-Tab games.
Oh, yeah, we just released a new one a couple weeks ago, and that one is called Bounty Hunter. You guys can collect lucky horseshoes, try that bonanza bonus, or even try your luck and pick a lucky door in that saloon door bonus round. It's definitely a ton of fun, and if you guys want to see a preview of that E-Tab game, go give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. You just got to search up Pilot Games, and you'll see our logo. That way, you'll also be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You guys can also click the website link on our Facebook page to see our link tree that has links to bar locations, all of our social media, and so much more.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely be sure to check us out on all of our social medias. And if you are wondering something and you can't exactly find the info on our Facebook, don't be afraid to message us. We'll be more than happy to help you out. But of course, only a minute left from getting into this next game, and we got a whole lot of bingo to talk about because that's what we're playing all day, every day. Starting it off is Vikings Bingo, the 25-cent cards. We run it from 12 to 1 p.m. During that time, you can get a chance over a $17,000 jackpot going into tomorrow at 52 balls or less to win. Looking pretty good, so definitely don't miss a chance on that one. But right afterwards, from 1 to 4 p.m., that's when we start off the game day bingo for the day. It's the 50-cent edition, just like it is right now. During that time, you can get a chance at the minor, major, and mega jackpot. All of them are super good chances, especially that minor, since it clicks up 2 balls every single game. It doesn't go out, so definitely keep that one in mind as we start playing these games of game day bingo. But it leads us directly into happy hour bingo, and we got a whole lot of stuff going on today. And we already played that first chance of Lucky 4 bingo.
Oh, yeah, but that first chance of Lucky 4 bingo happens every single day right at 4 o'clock, where you guys take that chance at over $44,000. Sadly, we were unable to get that, but after these 23 games of Game Day Bingo, you guys will be getting a second shot at that. During these games of Game Day Bingo, running from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, you guys will be going after this minor prize, starting off the day at $155. You guys can take home in 56 balls or less. Then major jackpots at $1,992. You guys can take home in 49 balls or less, and that mega jackpot's at $50,401. You guys can take home in 50 balls or less. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play for all these games we have ahead of us, because we got a ton of nice prizes ahead.
Yeah, 100%, including that second chance of Lucky 4 bingo right at 6 p.m. to end off the happy hour bingo. Definitely going to be a lot of fun, so stick around for that extra chance of over $44,000. But right afterwards, from 6 to 10 p.m., we got a whole lot of skull bingo to get into, but it looks like we got to wait to get into this game day bingo because it is not rolling around yet. So let's take a look, see if we'll wait a couple more seconds just to see, but it's not looking like the players are going to be rolling around. We'll go to the blue screen really quickly for you guys. Let's take a look and see what the blue screen magic can do. But of course, you guys can still hear us. We're still chugging along, so we'll continue to talk about what we got going on right after this. Because from 6 to 7, we got some skull bingo for you guys, the $1 edition. During that time, the line prize is going to be set at $88.25 in 10 balls or less to win. Next up on the chopping block, you got the large frame jackpot. It's at $2,023 in 43 balls or less to win. And then you got that coverall jackpot looking pretty good too, $3,448 in 50 balls or less to win. All right, awesome stuff. But of course, the skull bingo looking really good, but it is only a precursor to the PGL goodness that we got right afterwards from 7 to 9, like it goes every single Wednesday. It is, of course, Wild Wednesday that I'm talking about. It's going to be a ton of fun, a ton of great PGL games going to be happening tonight, including some high and low tournament games. Those are always a lot of fun, where the biggest loser wins the same prize as the biggest winner. But it looks like we are back in the enrollment lobby for Game Day Bingo. We'll have the winners from last game for you guys in just a few seconds, but hopefully this next game goes a little bit more smoothly, and we can actually kind of compete and watch with you guys as we see the winners. But of course, chugging along, we still got that minor, major, and mega jackpot. All of them floated onto this next game, so at least we didn't miss anything too big. But keep in mind that minor jackpot is now over $180 and 58 balls or less to win. Starting to look pretty good, so definitely get enrolled, try and get a chance at it. But Wild Wednesday, that's tonight. Later this weekend, though, on Sunday at noon, we got Vikings Game Day rolling around. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of good bingo filled in with some football games going on at that time. Honestly, it's going to be fun just watching the Vikings game, but whenever I'm watching football at like noon, at that time, I'm watching Red Zone. You know what I mean? I'm just watching all the good stuff going on.
You
I
have
want
to
see it.
try and watch it all.
Exactly.
I watched a video recently on this guy who actually built a mini jumbotron in his own home.
Oh, just watching all the games all at once.
Yeah, he basically just made a mount with like the largest iPads he could.
Yeah.
And then it was just a 4-sided mount.
Nice.
He then connected them all.
Nice.
But it looked like an actual jumbotron once it was all manufactured together and everything.
That's pretty awesome. I respect that. I respect that 100%. I'm definitely watching McCall. I just love watching Red Zone because they don't even put commercials in it. It's literally
No.
commercial-free football for like 7 hours.
And it's literally just like the best of what's going on in every game at that
Exactly.
time.
And he even goes in and talks about what's been happening in the game too.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be like, "Oh, this has been the past 3 drives for them. Like they've been like punt, like, you know, and then they have to settle for a field goal, blah blah blah." And so it just kind of fills in the, you know, stuff you don't really care
Yeah.
about seeing. And then like you can see like some of the highlights and stuff like that. Because I don't want to watch the whole Atlanta Falcons game against you know, the Washington Commanders.
Oh, no.
I don't care about anybody in that game really.
No,
but
it's typically only the people that I'm like fond of, and usually when
Exactly.
like if they're not playing that week or something, I'm just like,
yeah, exactly. And it's like, but Kyle Pitts had a big play in this game though, and like so they'll pop in and show like that
Oh,
cool
yeah.
touchdown he got or something. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
And it's like, okay, that was a really awesome play.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
fun
It's
to
just like,
watch.
all right, got a little something from that game. I saw a
Oh,
little
yeah.
something, and then it moves on to the next game, and blah blah blah. So it keeps you kind of really like in tune with all the stuff going on, which is fun. But of course, there's you know, a whole lot of Vikings game day. Definitely tune in for the Vikings game at least for a little bit if you're watching the Red Zone. But we do have MegaSota game night starting off the MegaSota week next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Starts at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games all up during that time. Going to be a lot of fun, including a grand finale of that Jackpot Jungle game. On that coverall jackpot and 54 balls or less to win, you can take home $47,867 before anybody even gets enrolled. Ooh, is it going to do it again this time too? Doesn't look like we're getting any player names on this one either. So, yeah, no, because if we do the blue screen, it's just gonna pop us right out into the lobby again.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Which is really, it's like, look at this amazing theme too.
I know.
It's like the red and the green.
It is nice. We at least get a second to focus on, you know, the
Yeah.
amazing theme that we got for Wild Wednesday. But man, I really want to see you guys win some cash at least.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully we can get this fixed up by next game. But of course, for now, we are going to be talking about these next national days we got rolling up. We got some really cool ones going on. And of course, for this first national day up on the docket, it is All Souls Day. Every year on November 2nd, All Souls Day commemorates baptized Christians who are believed to be in purgatory. The day is also known as the commemoration of all the faithful departed. So yeah, I'm not super into like you know, all the national days and so, or not national days, all the holidays for, you know, Christianity and all
Yeah.
that. But I mean, this sounds pretty cool. It
Yeah.
sounds like pretty cool. I don't know if Ian knew too much about it either, so it may be for maybe a smaller group of Christians or
Yeah,
something like that.
I was baptized. I know that, and then
Hey,
I
good.
know I've done like communion and all that.
Nice.
I will say I think the favorite like thing baptisms like recently was like during the pandemic. That's the only thing I know recently
Yeah.
is like when they were using like the squirt guns for
Oh,
the baptisms
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get creative during
Oh
that time.
yeah, everyone really was, and I was like, wow, honestly, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, pretty cool stuff going on. All Souls Day, definitely a good one. Yeah, definitely check in. Maybe you guys can let us know how you guys are celebrating. Pretty cool stuff going on this National Day. But of course, since it is a Wednesday, it is also a National State Day today, and it is it's one of them.
Yeah.
It is one of the states.
Today is National Ohio Day. On November 2nd, National Ohio Day recognizes the 17th state to join the United States, also known as the Buckeye State, the mother of modern presidents, and the first state to enter the country from the Northwest Territory. It's also known as the state where they had LeBron, and then they
Yeah.
didn't. And
Steph Curry was born there.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it like
Yeah.
a lot of the nation's astronauts born in Ohio?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's
by
either
that.
I know it's Ohio or like I think it's a random Midwest state, and I was just like, wow,
You
that
know what's-
surprised me.
You know what's funny? Ohio is one of the most populous states in the U.S.
Yeah, I remember we talked
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
one
so
time. It's
there's-
like,
there's
wow, it
seven.
really shouldn't be.
They're 7th on
It's
the
like
population
it's
list.
like the only state that I see on the list where I'm like, wow, maybe that shouldn't be up there.
It's interesting because like you think about it like like why, but then like you think about it and you're like they have a lot of big cities. Whatchamacallit? Oh, okay, cool. So we are gonna be going back to the blue screen for just a second. So we'll see you guys shortly, but you guys can still hear us, so we'll continue to yab on. But we were talking about. Oh, okay, sweet. So we are actually gonna go to break really quick. We will be right back.
Yeah,
Rock and
so is The
Roll Hall of
Rock.
Fame in Cleveland, yeah.
I don't understand. That should be in Detroit.
Cedar Rapids. Funny because guys, how's it going? And we are back in action for some more game day bingo. But of course, we're only about a minute and a half away from getting in this next game of game day bingo. We got that minor looking really good, over $330 and 60 balls or less to win. That major jackpot is over $2,700 and 50 balls or less to win. And that mega jackpot is over $51,000 and 50 balls or less to win. All of those prizes are looking really good for this next upcoming game. So be sure to get enrolled and get a chance at all of them. In the meantime, though, we were talking about some national days when we left off. And so so far we went over All Souls Day, National Ohio Day, and now up next it is National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. It's a really cool one. Honors those in radio and television traffic departments. Each year the observance takes place on November 2nd, unless that day falls on a weekend. Then it is observed on the following Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Just so it's on a weekday and so everyone can be able to know about it.
Yeah, 100%. It's pretty cool. It's about just all the people that are behind the scenes, on all the TV channels and stuff. If there's breaking news and they're like, all right, hey, we need to push this to the front, or hey, it's time to go to commercial, everybody. Let's make the transitions to do that. And so those are the people that we're celebrating on this day. Kind of the composers behind, Fox News, CNN, NBC, all those news channels, and even regular channels too, just dictating when the commercial breaks are going to happen and stuff.
That's cool.
So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So for all those people that are in that job sphere, cool. Celebrate yourselves today. It's definitely your day to do so. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. We are rolling in this game though. We do have that must go at $80, and all those prizes are looking really nice, especially that minor prize in 60 balls or less to win. But of course, up next, it is National Deviled Egg Day. This is a pretty good one. It features an hors d'oeuvre or a side dish for parties, holidays, family reunions, and potluck dinners. Deviled eggs shine as the star of the show each year on November 2nd.
Yeah. I remember deviled eggs being a big thing in one episode of SpongeBob, but that's about... Yeah.
They're pretty good. I like deviled eggs personally. They taste pretty good, especially when they're done good. You know what I mean? I've had so many bad deviled eggs. There's some, you can get pretty gross with them. I'm gonna be real. So it's definitely a dish where it's it's pretty hit or miss. You got to go with somebody that knows what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
So definitely a good day though. National Deviled Egg Day. Yeah. Are you a big fan of deviled eggs, or just not really? Never really had one that suited you?
I haven't really had one that's been all too amazing or anything. It's just probably just been the people that's made them most likely.
100%. But of course, it is also one of those things. Some people just don't like deviled eggs too. So it could definitely be one of those. But of course, happy National Deviled Egg Day, everybody. Definitely a good one to celebrate if that's a dish you like. But before we get on over into some Twins news, we actually are going to go over some of the winners that we have had so far tonight that we weren't able to be there for. Starting it off, we'll go over the jackpots first because those were some pretty good ones. Starting it off for the jackpots, we had Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards take up the first jackpot of the night. 310 jackpots going out to Wolfstein. Or not 310 jackpots, $310 going out to Wolfstein. Nice job to you over at Carboni's Pizza. The second one, it was Jeff over at Corky's Bar in South Haven, winning $243. Nice job to you, Jeff. But hey, we have another jackpot going out to Sarah D over at American Legion St. Peter, taking home $343 on that minor prize in 59 balls. Nice job to you, Sarah D. Definitely a nice prize to pick up on this game. But keep in mind, everybody, that $80 must-go prize is not going anywhere. It's going to be going into the next game of Game Day Bingo, so be sure to get enrolled and try and get another chance at a nice prize. But, of course, let's take a look at who else. So far, we have Jeff and Wolfstein, and then it was Jeff again.
Wow.
Actually taking home
back.
That's right, taking home the must-go to that one right afterwards. $55 going. Oh, actually, no. It was the minor jackpot again. He just won it. Yeah, he won it in 52 balls.
Yeah, he won it in Game 7, then right again in Game 8.
That's
wow.
hilarious. Okay,
Jeff's a little hot tonight.
Yeah, Jeff is going crazy. Nice job to you. But then Tribe over at American Legion Force actually took home that huge must-go at that point, $155 on that game number 9. But then we had a really recent jackpot go out to Big R Driver over at Kelt's Pub in for Grove Heights. Nice job to you, taking home $170 on that one. And then Pee Wee over at TJ's Tavern on and off sale ended up taking up the must go right after that. That was $90 for that one, so definitely looking pretty good for that. But other than that, we had a lot of must-goes go out to a lot of different players. So nice job to everybody winning so far on this time. Definitely some awesome stuff. A lot of jackpots so far, to be honest. I'm kind of sad we missed out on some. I know.
Let's see. How many have we? 1, 2, 3. 2 to Jeff, 4, 5. Yeah, we're already on 5 going on, and yeah, we still got a little bit of time left. Okay. Still got that mega ready to go out. Really ominous back there at that 50 balls or less.
100%. So definitely continue to get enrolled. We already have hit 52 balls tonight. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower than that. But of course, we do have some Minnesota Twins news to get into. We did end off that season 77-84. Unfortunately, missing the playoffs for the second year in a row. Honestly, it might be the third year. I think we made the playoffs a couple years ago. I don't know if I'm thinking of the year before though. Let's take a look. So we actually missed out on we made the playoffs in 2020. In that year we did make the playoffs. So it was the year before last that we made it. And yeah, that was the shortened year for COVID, and we ended up losing to the Astros in the first round, unfortunately, because we were just the wild card.
I see.
Let's see. And then the year before that, we lost to the Yankees in the second round. Man, unfortunate stuff. But of course, hopefully we can just keep it chugging going into this next season, getting better than before. But a little bit, moving off of that negative news a little bit, we do have a little bit of positive stuff to get into because our very own Joan Duran makes Pitching Ninja's list of scariest pitchers in the MLB. And for good reason, too. He was featured in a short video with other scary pitchers from the past and the present. Duran made the list along with the likes of Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, and Max Scherzer because of his 104-mile-per-hour fastball and his off-speed stuff that's just insane. It's coming at hitters at 98 miles per hour. Duran's four-seam fastball led the majors with an average speed of 100.8 miles per hour in this last season. He also led the majors in splitter velocity, averaging 96.4 miles per hour. The next closest speed being 92.5. Insanity.
That's a gap.
That is a huge gap. And it's crazy because he actually also broke the record for fastest, fastest splitter, I'm pretty sure, because it was over 100 miles per hour. Nobody had ever hit 100 miles per hour.
And it's got to be almost impossible to hit a 100-mile-per-hour splitter. Like, actually be able to, swing and hit that.
No, it's insane. Yeah, no.
Already, baseball is one of the most, insane sports due to the reaction time you have to hit an average, fastball. But having it drop the second you're supposed to swing. Just obnoxious.
Yeah, people were even saying they were just bring back the steroids. It's not fair with pitchers like Joan Duran.
No, come on.
Yeah, seriously, throwing 100 miles per hour on a splitter. That is ridiculous. But he did obviously break the record when that happened. And that's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. But yeah, definitely pretty cool stuff going on with that. Hopefully he just continues.
103 mile per hour splitter?
I think that's when he hit the fastball.
101 mile per hour splitter.
Yeah.
And then just a fastball.
And just the same game, just throwing some more heat. Just absolutely insane. But we do have a winner. We got PAAV over at Mama T's Castle Tap and Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Both of them splitting up $132 on this game. Nice job to Pav and Funk. Awesome stuff going on. But yeah, super cool stuff. Joan Duran, he has been gushing a lot about it because he's just a talented dude at that position. So hopefully he just continues to get better for our Twins. And hopefully just makes our pitching room that much better as well. But as you guys know, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Twins here at Pilot Games. You can play the E-Type game Twins Win Today wherever Pilot Games are played. But let me make sure we're not missing out on anything crazy with the Twins. Let's see. Apparently... okay. Apparently the owner was saying that he is totally down to re-sign Carlos Correa. He's totally on board with him coming back. That was a quote he said.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably going to put in more fight than I was expecting then.
Yeah, it sounds like he's probably not too far away from just offering him what he wants.
Yeah. And honestly,
Hopefully, it's just the drama is just coming from like the fact that it's just like agent negotiations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and not as much just like
Him hashing it out.
yeah. Because Carlos Correa, he already said he's not talking to the Twins. He's letting
No,
his
he-
agent handle it.
He already let them know,
Yeah.
like, his side of things.
Yeah.
So,
you know, anything going forward is just his agent trying to get him the best deal possible.
yeah,
so.
at that point, it's really just
Yeah.
like tying up loose ends.
And
Which
he,
whatever team.
he even said he would love to go with the Twins. He just said if there's if his agent finds him a better deal, like he's just going where his agent suggests. So
Yeah, and it's you don't really, it is about money. So
yeah. Oh
it
yeah,
makes
no,
sense, yeah.
100%. Especially at this stage in his career. I mean, he could go to a contender and maybe even get paid more. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? So it's like obviously at this point, it's up to whatever deal he ends up, wanting the most. But I could see the Twins offering up a deal that he'll want
yeah.
to take. So. I think it's kind of up in the air right now. I think it just kind of depends on a lot of different things at this moment, just depending on what other free agents are going to be available and who wants to join the Twins and who we want to. So it's going to be pretty cool seeing what happens this offseason. Hopefully we have a good one. But yeah, other than that, we do have the Twiking Zone standings to get into. You guys may be wondering, what's that all about? It's the points you earn whenever you're playing lunch hour bingo from 12 to 1 p.m. Recently, that has been Vikings bingo, but when the Twins are playing and in season, it is Twins bingo. But throughout the year, they combine and make the Twiking Zone. So we're going to take a look at where all the players are at on the top 10, same with the locations. But I'm going to let you take away the players first.
Oh, yeah, kicking things off in 10th place, we have Red over at American Legion Fridley with 107,000 points. 9th place is Kirby over at Adagios with 115,000 points. In 8th place, previously in a two-way tie in 7th, we got Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant with 122,000 points. They got pushed back by 7th place, all on their lonesome T-Bone over at Poppers, currently sitting with 125,000 points. With 148,000 points in 6th, we have Tez over at Poppers. In 5th place, it's Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 212,000 points. Shortly ahead in 4th place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 214,000 points. With 236,000 points in 3rd, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven. In 2nd, it's Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 252,000 points. And in 1st place, the only player in that 300,000 point club, we have Mikey Wins over at the Chili Lime with 319,000 points.
Hey, awesome stuff. Good job to all the players in the top 10. You guys are all doing some good stuff. But we do have some locations to get into, so let's take a look who is in the top 10. Starting it off with 10th place, it is Steve-O's and Crystal with 144,000 points. In 9th place, we got Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 147,000 points. In 8th place, it is the Lakefront Bar in La Center with 151,000 points. In 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 169,000 points. 6th place, we got VFW Blaine with 268,000 points. In 5th place, we got Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 287,000 points. In 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia with 409,000 points. In 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar in South Haven with 445,000 points. In 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley with 523,000 points. And in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 613,000 points. So good job to all the locations and players in the Twiking Zone. Keep it up because you guys are definitely doing some good stuff. But if you feel like taking a little bit of a break between all these bingo games we got going on, definitely check out our E-Tab games that we have. We have over 70 different ones you can choose from. But before I get into it, we do have Jim over at Duff's Tavern on Main taking away that must-go of $54.90. Nice job to you, Jim. But of course, check out those E-Tab games. We have 70 different ones. They're all a lot of fun. Play any of them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus and free play rounds on top of it. But of course, in this next 2 minutes, you can get enrolled into this next game of Game Day Bingo. Over $170 on the line and 56 balls or less to win for the minor. Major's over $2,900 and that mega is over $51,000. In the meantime, though, we're going to get into some music history. And we got something starting us off all the way back in 1985.
Yeah, kicking us off in 1985, we have the Miami Vice soundtrack album featuring the #1 hit theme song, tops the album chart in America, ushering in a new age of TV soundtracks.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Miami Vice, like everything, was such a big influence on like just like the feel and like sound and look of everything going forward. There are still so many games and shows that like borrow that style like to this day, and it's pretty iconic.
Oh yeah, even even Call of Duty, remember that new one? That,
Cold War.
Cold War.
Yep.
It had so much of the stuff where it was just
a lot of neon, a lot of like
neon.
80s, like kind of like glam almost. Even though
It
it was
was like
60s.
it was like that neon, like green and pink color.
Yep.
They see
a lot of that in there. A lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, Miami Vice is just the epitome of that style,
yeah.
and it is so cool looking. And so I mean, it's really cool. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game Hotline Miami, but that was really big for a while. People loved that, and I think that was like probably one of the biggest examples of like a modern influence from Miami Vice. But super cool stuff. A lot of fun. Very, very cool soundtrack. Miami Vice coming out on this day. But up next in 2018, a little bit more recently, the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, starring Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury, opens in theaters. It won 4 Oscars, including Best Actor for Malek.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good. It was a good movie. I liked it.
No, it was really good. And Rami Malek did good. He killed it. Oh, 100%. He's always such a great actor. Like everything he does.
I was gonna say I love him just about everything I see him in.
Mr. Robot was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that was really good. He is in that the video game Until Dawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He stars as like the estranged brother.
That's cool.
In the video game, he's really good
awesome.
in it. But yeah, no, everything he's in, I love him. He was also the Bond villain in the new recent James Bond movie.
Yeah, I saw him a ton on the movie bucket that I had because it got extended because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
How long I had that bucket?
I forgot about that. Yeah, because that movie was supposed to come out like in 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
and then it got pushed back.
Yeah, that is hilarious. But he was King Tut in Night at the Museum.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, no, he was in Night at the Museum. He was pretty big in that. I honestly didn't really realize it was him until Ian and I were talking about it today. I was like, oh, yeah, that just was him.
Oh, interesting.
It's really funny.
Ooh, he's going to be in that new Oppenheimer film in 2023. That's going to be good.
I haven't heard about that. What's that one all about?
It's all about, I'm pretty sure the creation of the atom bomb with Oppenheimer and all that.
Ooh.
And it's going to have a good cast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a crazy cast.
It is a pretty crazy cast. Wow,
Yeah.
This is a really crazy cast. Interesting. Wow, I am totally down to watch this.
David Dasmalchian, he was in from the newer Suicide Squad.
That's
He was the
really
polka
cool.
dot man. He was a ton of other stuff. I think he was a more like evil bad guy. I think I saw in a movie.
This
or
Gustav
a serial killer.
Skarsgård guy, I've seen him in a couple things.
Yeah.
Josh Peck is going to be in it for no reason at all. Gary Oldman is going to be in it.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's crazy. This has to be okay. I think we're getting
And
to
it's
the
a
point.
creation of the atom bomb too.
This has to be like some of these have to be rumored or something. Because
I hope so.
There's some pretty big names like deep in this list.
Yeah.
Like no way Alex Wolff is going to be in this too.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Like look, they have Alex Wolff, Sadie Stratton all the way down here too. There's like some pretty big names. Like
some of these might just be like
here.
people. And there's no way some of these are just people working on it either.
Yeah, I feel like maybe some of these aren't confirmed yet.
Yeah.
But I would be very surprised though if all these big names are in it. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
But we do have a winner. We got Nate over at Blue Note, barely taking away the must go. Almost got that minor out there, but $52.80. Not too shabby of a prize at all. Nice job to you, Nate. But yeah, that's really cool. I hope it's good. Christopher Nolan is directing it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be really good.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Wow. I wonder if it's hey, I'm pretty excited for this now. That's cool. Hey, they even have an official site for it.
Yeah, and honestly, like anything like World War II era, I'm going to be like all for.
Yeah. No, 100%. Looks like it even has a. Let me just make sure we're muted real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are. Oh, okay. It plays the whatchamacallit. It just plays
The full trailer.
Yeah,
oh,
the trailer.
like a little launch
because I exited it.
thing. Yeah.
So 8 months. Yeah. Wow. 8 months, 13 days, 12 hours, 50 minutes, 40 seconds. Yeah. Pretty cool. That's fun. I hope it's good then. Because I mean that's a movie that they could go super deep into, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and you know how it's like I already know what it's gonna end with, Probably with his quote.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The whole
I'm the destroyer of worlds or something.
yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah.
That'd be
That was
pretty
such
crazy.
that's like such a like a famous quote.
I mean, geez, dude, when you're making something like that, like
Yeah, something that like
that is like one
shouldn't
of the most
be-
unfortunate, biggest like discoveries ever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, like
It's sad that we were able to find that.
yeah, it is big, but that looks like a crazy movie though.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be good.
So hopefully, it is Christopher Nolan, so I feel like he'll have a pretty good approach.
Oh yeah.
So I have pretty big hopes for that movie now. That's fun. But he was also in Rami Malek. He was in The Legend of Korra.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
He voices, I don't know, Bowen.
Nope.
No.
He was the beginning. He was in the beginning. The initial dude who tried to hit on her in the arena fighting thing.
Oh, yeah.
The emo looking dude.
Yep.
Yep.
We
And
got it.
and he voiced him, and
That's
he
awesome.
obviously didn't have a huge role in the whole show.
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah. That was a pretty funny one.
That's cool. Oh, he was in Twilight.
Yeah, he was
That's
in
awesome.
Twilight. I don't
Sad
honestly,
I missed that.
honestly don't even remember him being in it.
No, I had watched it like last year because I
Yeah.
got forced to, and yeah, it was they're fun movies to actually kind of like laugh at almost when some things are like being a little too serious. It's like,
Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Other than that, though, he was in some other random things. He was in a movie called The Little Things. He was in Papillon. I don't even know what this is about. And there's Charlie Hunnam in it too.
oh,
Interesting. Oh, it's a safecracker from the Parisian underworld who was framed for murder and condemned to life. That sounds pretty cool.
ooh.
That sounds really cool, actually. To be honest.
He gets sent to a penal colony.
Oh, it's on Netflix too. Oh, apparently it doesn't. It doesn't have a great rating though. Apparently.
Aw.
I don't know.
I'll watch it.
50%, 7.2 out of 10. Those are decent enough ratings. I feel like.
Yeah, actually, 70% on IMDb is. I'll take that.
Yeah, seriously, interesting. Looks like it has a decent enough cast. I mean, carried by Charlie Hunnam and Rami
Yeah.
Malek, but cool.
They're like the two
Cool.
mains, so
Yeah.
it literally like just shows the two of them on the cover. So
I would probably watch that as a decent enough sounding plot.
yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay, I gotta find out who he was in Twilight. To be honest,
'Cause he's
I'm
in
seeing
other
he's in
movies.
Breaking Dawn. He's in Breaking Dawn and as Benjamin. So who's Benjamin? Twilight. He's the dude that could make fire. Oh, he was one of the dudes they recruited. I remember him now.
Yeah.
They recruited him later to to help them fight.
Ah.
Yeah, in the last movie, and he was in the war. Or
Oh,
whatever.
I didn't make it to the last one. I watched the first two,
Oh, really?
and then
That's fine. I watched all of them because
Ah.
I watched them as they came out in theaters because my grandma, my sister, and my mom would go.
my mom and my sister both read the books,
Yep.
and I remember
Yeah.
being like, "Mom, why are you reading that?"
My mom made me read one of them because but my mom and my sister. It's like a joint effort, and it was worse than the movies.
Yeah, the books
I'll
are
give it
something
that.
else.
They are worse than the movies.
No, even I didn't understand how it was so popular because I tried to read it and I was like,
Because the movies are at least entertaining in the fact that it's still a vampire paranormal action movie in a way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it doesn't focus solely on the romance aspect. But the books, oh my goodness. It's pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. My mom, everybody still loved them.
yeah.
It was not for me at
No.
all. But of course, before we go further into Twilight lore, we do have Maddie over at Eagles Albert Lee taking away that must go of $74. Nice job to you, Maddie, taking that one away. But of course, we do have this upcoming game coming up pretty fast. Keep in mind that miner is now clicking up to 60 balls or less to win. Over $300 now. That major jackpot is over $3,000. Now clicked up to 51 balls or less to win. And that mega jackpot is still over $51,000 and 50 balls or less to win. But yeah, Twilight was fun though. I will give it that. It was fun to watch, and I love going to the movie theaters.
"Oh,
so
I'll watch almost anything if I'm going to the movie theater."
Exactly, and it was entertaining enough, especially the last two. They had pretty big fight scenes, so
Yeah.
that was pretty cool to watch. But I mean, it got to a point where I even noticed the actors hated acting in it, specifically. what's his face? Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
He didn't even have fun on Harry Potter though.
Yeah, no, I heard that he didn't
Remember
really
he
like
said
that
he said
role either.
holding the wand felt nerdy to him.
Yeah.
So that's why he holds it like a gun.
Yeah, he didn't like that one. I don't think he liked the elephant role he had either, like
Oh,
elephant on the
yeah.
wall or whatever it was. But I think because he's a little bit more of a filmy kind of guy.
Yeah,
it
he
seems,
really
yeah.
liked doing
The Lighthouse.
yeah, he liked doing that one,
Yeah.
and then he really liked doing
Some of his more recent stuff. I know
Yeah.
he liked Good Times. That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Where he would like kind of pose as a criminal with his brother.
Yeah.
And it was just him trying to like get out of trouble with him the whole time. And it was
Oh,
really
that sounds good.
It was
I
pretty
know
good.
I know he sounded very positive about his Batman role as well.
Yeah.
After the fact, he said that he really liked doing it.
Well, because Batman is a
It's
lot
kinda hard
different
to
of a
not have fun
superhero
in
role.
Batman.
Yeah, it's a much different role than any other superhero role. Because like at that point, you're almost playing an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like you're kind of, especially in this movie, he just.
Oh
played.
yeah, he was just.
Yeah, like you're riding a pretty fine line.
I knew I was gonna watch it when I saw the trailer. In the trailer, it was just like 15 seconds of him beating
just
up that one
beating
crook.
up random
And then just
dudes.
like,
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Exactly. Oh no, it was fun. He did pretty good though. I gotta
It
give
was
it to
fun.
him. I gotta give it to him.
And he didn't even look all like skinny and frail in the suit or anything. So it
Well,
was nice.
he gained a pretty decent amount of weight.
Yeah.
Because
Even when
he's
he was,
still
like-
like 6'3", I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Like he's a pretty decently sized dude. But whatchamacallit, yeah, he looked good for the role though.
Yeah.
Like I gotta give it to him. He did good. His acting was pretty decent. I'm excited to see more come out of this series. To be honest.
that was really cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of excited to see the musical Joker that's coming out.
Oh yeah, well yeah, with Lady Gaga on the
Yeah.
side. Yeah, is
And I think Lady Gaga is gonna be Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the the theory going on right now. But that would make sense to be
Yeah.
honest. Like I think that is what's going to be happening. I'm excited. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be fun. Like I like that they're kind of advancing both at the same time and
Yeah.
not putting one on the back seat. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, and it's like it's like a Joker, and then it says like something in French.
It's Dolly a deux or something. It means madness for two
Yeah.
in English. And I forget. I think it's folie à deux or something like that, but it means
Yeah.
madness for two.
Oh yeah,
And it looks pretty cool.
it sounds like it's gonna be fun.
I honestly really hope that they find a way to combine like them. You know what I mean?
Oh, if they found a way to mix up but they already have someone as like the
Yeah.
Joker in the end of the one movie.
Yeah, they also have somebody they have Bruce Wayne and his dad in the beginning of the other Joker too.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if. Because they even have Alfred in that one too, and he was old in that one already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those ones where it's like I don't think it's possible anymore, just because of all the things that are intertwining already.
Yeah. And also like Warner Brothers is doing a little. They're not doing too great with the whole world building thing right
Yeah,
now. It's just been a
exactly.
struggle with even a lot of it's been a lot of things they can't even have. They have no control over.
Well, dude, like I feel like you kind of have to get the point when it's like, oh, all the movies we're making separate from the main DC universe right now are doing great,
Yeah.
while everything connected to it is bombing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I feel like you should kind of get the message at that point.
You know what I think they need to do? They just need to make like a Flashpoint movie series.
Yep. No, I agree. I think that they should just have Flash reset everything.
That's like the
Unfortunately, though, the Flash that could reset everything is not an option anymore. Yeah. They're I think they're straight up just canceling.
here's how we do it. Ezra is now Zoom.
Oh my goodness, seriously. Yeah, I mean
I
that's
don't
the only
know.
way. That's the only way at this point. But hey, we do have a winner. It is Stubbers over at Stubby's Tavern taking away that minor of $403. Nice job to you taking that one away. We do have $89 remaining on that must go, transferring on over to the next game. We still got that major and mega jackpots both on the line still as well. So be sure to get enrolled, try and get a chance at all of them. But in the meantime, also, you could sign up at pgl.world while you do have a couple minutes to get enrolled. You can sign up to compete with other PGL players for points and have access to insider info, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it. So be sure to sign up today at pgl.world. Especially if you have been playing on these PGL nights, winning a ton of money, you could, be also thinking like, hey, I could enroll into the PGL and also get all those points I've been earning this season, especially if you've been playing under the same name. So definitely keep that one in mind. But we do have some new PGL members that just joined up recently. We're going to give them a little bit of a shout out.
Oh yeah, starting that off, we have Guy Wren, Gorsk, Kitty, Adjust, 2005, Baby Girl, Leroy, Buck All Day, Saloon 69, Denman, Studio K, Mr. Holt, Fancy Pants, Ladybug, Disco Funk, Kelly, Crazy C, Mama P, as well as Dean Amy. So congratulations to all those players getting signed up at the PGL. We can't wait to hopefully see you guys on those PGL standings.
Awesome stuff. Hopefully you guys get onto those standings because we are about to be talking about them. Those players are looking really good in the top 10. We got a lot of shakeups from last night happening all throughout the locations and player side of things. But obviously, when I say PGL standings, this goes towards the points that you guys earned during those PGL nights, including MegaSota Game Night, Wild Wednesday, and of course Vikings Game Day as well. You can also earn PGL points by logging on to that sports link on the Player Connect app, and you can earn a couple extra PGL points every week before those Vikings games. But I'll let you take away these players' side of things to start things off.
Oh, yeah, kicking us off in 10th place, previously unranked, jumping on into these standings, it's Big Dog over at Little Falls Bowling Center with 836,000 points. In 9th place, we have Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 860,000 points. In 8th place, previously in 7th, getting pushed back, it's Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 874,000 points. They got pushed back by 7th place, previously in 8th, Panda over at the Roadside, currently sitting with 905,000 points. With 947,000 points in 6th, we have Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 5th is Sloppy over at Mullins Bar and Grill with 987,000 points. In 4th place, previously in 2nd, getting pushed back a good deal, it's Chapster over at Moe's, just shy of that 1 million point club with 998,000 points. In 3rd place, kicking off that 1 million point club, previously in 4th, it's Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 1,026,000 points. Shortly ahead in 2nd, previously in 3rd, we have Devoided over at the Roadside with 1,038,000 points. And in 1st place, with a commanding lead, we have Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 1,390,000 points.
Hey, nice job to all the top 10 players. You guys are all doing some good stuff. But of course, we got those locations to get into as well. Before I get into them though, we do have that must go looking really good for this game. $146 on the line, not even including that mega and major, both of them looking really good. And we also have that minor jackpot still on the line at $70 and 52 balls or less to win. But of course, without further ado, we are going to get into these locations, top 10s for the PGL standings. Starting it off in 10th place, we got coming from outside of the standings, Corner Pocket and Rice with 2,447,000 points. In 9th place, we got VFW Austin with 2,559,000 points. In 8th place, falling from 6th, we got Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead with 2,632,000 points. In 7th place, rising from 8th, we got LJ's in Miltona with 2,671,000 points. In 6th place, falling from the top 5 from 5th to 6th, we got Maple Liquor Store with 2,775,000 points. In 5th place, getting into the top 5 from 7th, we got Cabin Bar and Nicolette with 2,815,000 points. In 4th place, dropping from 2nd place, we got Poppers in Virginia. But before we go further, we have a winner.
Yeah, we got Days Dream over at Monty Sports Bar, taking home that $3,148 major jackpot. Good job to you, Days Dream. Only one ball away from taking home that mega jackpot. Still some awesome stuff. Good job to you, Days Dream.
Yeah, that was a huge, huge major to take away on that one. That is an awesome win. $3,148.30 going straight to Days Dream. That is a huge win on the second to last game of Game Day Bingo. But keep in mind, we still got that must-go floating around for this last game of Game Day Bingo. Only 2.5 minutes left to get enrolled, so be sure to get another chance at not only the mega and minor, but also the must-go that has to go on this one. So keep all that good stuff in mind. In the meantime, though, I'm going to be continuing into the top 3 of the location standings for the PGL. In 3rd place, rising from 4th, we got VFW Northfield with 3,360,000 points. In 2nd place, rising from 3rd, we got Friendly Buffalo and Big Lake with 3,409,000 points. And in 1st place, it is now Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,500,000 points. Just very, very far away in 1st place. Nice job to you guys getting into the top 10, though. But of course, we got a little bit of Minnesota Wild news to get into. We're 5-4-1 on the season now, looking really good. We had Kirill Kaprizov and Mason Shaw leading the Minnesota Wild to a 4-1 win over the Canadiens on Tuesday night. Marc-Andre Fleury made 34 saves for Minnesota out of 35 shots on goal, only allowing 1 goal scored. Really, really cool stuff. The Wild have 5 wins in this stretch after losing the first 3 games of the season. Really, really good stuff. Kaprizov's second multi-goal game of the season gives him 8 for the season. He has scored 4 times in the last 4 games, and Joel Eriksson-Ek also had a pair of assists for the Wild in that last game. So honestly, everybody's looking like we're firing on all gears, all cylinders, going crazy. And hopefully we can continue that trend going into tomorrow's game against the Kraken. It's going to be right at 6 p.m. Hopefully we can get another W. But yeah, really cool stuff going on with the Wild. But you guys know we have teamed up with the Minnesota Wild for the E-Tab game. Let's Go Wild. You can play it today at your favorite Minnesota bar. So yeah, definitely try it out. Let us know what you think. We love hearing from you guys about all that good stuff. But we do have a little reminder for all you guys playing Pilot games.
Oh, yeah, whenever you guys are playing Pilot games, make sure you guys are taking and sending those pictures on over to us. We love to see those pictures and to see your guys' faces. So if you guys want a jackpot, hold your iPad up and let us see that happy face holding that jackpot message. You guys can even send us a picture of your friends or even your favorite bartender, and you guys can share pictures on Facebook or by emailing them to us directly at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Awesome stuff. Looks like we got a couple players taking home a $758 jackpot on that one. On some. Hello. Okay, hey, we're back in action. Sweet, sweet. Okay, for some reason when we showed the picture, it just took us right out. But we are back, and good. I'm very glad we're back because we have $213 on this must go.
Oh.
Did not want to miss out on that one. Hopefully we can see a good player get this one. Let's see, who do we have out here right now? We got Wildman, we got JT Juice, Chief is out there, Jeep 360, Debbie, Harley. Who else we got out there?
Rick, which I'm guessing is Eric, but he misspelled it.
That's right. No, he's just looking for the W tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's Rick right there.
That's right. We got Lover, Nate, Darley, Funky, Jarvis. Is in the lead now with 7 balls away. Jackster's out there too. All right.
Debbie.
Hey, that's right. Hopefully we get one of you guys taking home one of these prizes. But we do have a little bit of Vikings news to get into. We are 6-1 on the season, and the Detroit Lions traded their star tight end, TJ Hawkinson, to us, the Vikings. It's awesome stuff. We traded away a 2023 second-round pick and a 2024 third-round pick, while we got a fourth-round pick for this year and a conditional fourth-round pick along with TJ Hawkinson. So really cool stuff going on with that. We're really, in all reality, giving up a second-round pick for TJ Hawkinson and then swapping our third-round pick for next year for a fourth-round pick this year.
And honestly, that's A-okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I like it. TJ Hawkinson is a very talented dude, good at what he does, and just another red zone threat for Kirk Cousins. But hey, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards taking away $213 on that final must-go prize. Nice job to you, Funk. Always love to see one of those star Pilot Games players taking it away. But of course, we do have some good stuff on the horizon for the Vikings. We have very real chance of going 7-1 this upcoming weekend against the Commanders on Sunday. That game is going to be happening right at noon, so be sure to check in with that one. It's going to be a fun game. And before it happens, though, be sure to click the Sports Link logo on the Player Connect app and fill in those e-tip boards. You can earn some extra PGL points and compete with players all across Minnesota. And as you guys know, not only all that stuff, but we have actually teamed up with the Minnesota Vikings for a lot of different things around Pilot Games, but especially for that E-Tab game, Vikings Victory. You can pick a letter out in that skull bonus and win some big prizes. So be sure to check us out. Let us know what you think about it. We love hearing from you guys about all that good stuff. But we do have some funny celebrity birthdays to get into before we go further on. But be sure to get enrolled into this last game of the happy hour broadcast. Only a minute and a half left to get a chance over $44,000 on this game of Lucky 4 Bingo. But let's take a look. All right, we'll get through it really quick. 1755, Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, who allegedly uttered the phrase, "Let them eat cake."
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
I learned it in a Queen song.
Yeah. She didn't have a very happy ending.
No.
Yeah, but of course, hey, happy birthday to you. But up next, we got Victor Trumper, Australian cricket batsman. He looked like he was really good. Key figure in the foundation of rugby league in Australia. That's awesome. Born in 1877. Born in 1886, though, we got Philip Merivale, British actor known for Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Nothing But Trouble. So a very early on actor. Pretty cool. 1913, Burt Lancaster, American actor known for Apartment, From Here to Eternity, and Elmer Gantry. And he was pretty big. I've heard of Burt Lancaster, so that's pretty cool. 1934, though, Ken Rosewall, Australian tennis player, won 8 Grand Slam singles. Ooh. That is insane. Happy birthday to
ridiculous.
Ken Rosewall. That is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Wow. 1939, Tom Thacker, American basketball forward, only player to play on NCAA, ABA, and NBA championship team.
Wow.
Just a bona fide winner. Happy
awesome
birthday.
last name.
Yeah, awesome last name. Yeah, honestly. 1941, Dave Stockton, American golfer, PGA championship in 1970 and 76. Happy birthday to you, Dave Stockton. 1957, Carter Beauford, American drummer, known for being in the Dave Matthews Band. Pretty cool. But up next, 1966, David Schwimmer, American actor, known for being primarily in Friends and Madagascar. Who did he play? The Giraffe?
He had to have been the Giraffe.
He had to have been the Giraffe. Yeah. But up next in 1990, Kendall Schmidt, American actor and singer-songwriter, known for being in Big Time Rush.
Ooh, Nate, let's see it.
Come on. At least the major or the mini.
Major. Nate, let's see it.
Come on. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh! Wait, was that the mini or the major? Major going out to ND Bob. Woo! Over at American Legion St. Michael. 4, 12, 62, and 70 for the 4 lucky numbers. This is why I say
let's go.
ND Bob taking away a major jackpot right at the last second. That was awesome. Nice job to you taking that one away. But hey, on that note, we got a great player spotlight to go over. This week it is Mike over at VFW Wells taking home 28 grand from this past weekend, being the biggest jackpot winner. But when they were playing over at VFW Wells, Mike was supporting the charity, the VFW Post 1778 Wells. Their mission statement is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans. It always brings us right back around to whenever you guys play Pilot games, your community wins. Have a nice night. We'll see you guys in a little bit for some Wild Wednesday. And again, congrats to you, ND Bob. That was a great win to take away that prize.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.